Hi everyone, welcome to Canadian Redneck Channel. My name's Dave. Today we have a 4911 Zetor here to do some brake work on. Zetor was made in Czechoslovakia. This one I believe says 1979. Czechoslovakia kind of dates it some. These were actually one of the better tractors to come from behind the Iron Curtain. Not that that's a very high bar, but these were pretty good tractor overall, I think. One of the issues they had was their brake system. It was a good idea, hydraulic brakes and so on, just maybe not the best execution of it. Had some trouble with wheel cylinders, master cylinders, stuff like that. And wiring was another problem with them. I had one fella tell me if you didn't need brakes or wires, they were a great tractor. Brakes or lights, I mean, they were a great tractor. But like I said, overall a pretty good tractor compared to some like Polaris, Universal. Some of those ones were kind of hit and miss. Polaris in particular were made out of cast cheese, I think. Anyhow, we got to do a wheel cylinder and brake shoes on the right side of this tractor. So we'll be taking off the hind tire, the fender, and the axle housing to get into where the brake cylinder and shoes are. So I will get a camera angle set so you can see what I'm doing, and we'll get started. First thing we'll have to do is put a jack under it. Okay, we've got a jack under the center housing, so now we'll go about getting this wheel off. Got them all off but one, and it's loose, ready to roll, so I'm going to grab a tractor here ready to catch the tire for me. Less than ideal, the valve stem's right at the top, so I'll have to come back here behind that a little bit. That's okay, we can still catch it with the tractor. Next thing around is we're going to be popping this fender off. There's two bolts here, goes to a brace to the footboard. And then there's bolts from the back side into this bracket here that holds the fender. And so first thing I'm gonna do is put a little oil on these bolts here so that they a little more likely to back out of there, I think. Okay, before we get too carried away here, it is time to get this brake line off. And it's gonna twist off, of course. Alright. There. So we're gonna have to make new brake lines for that. Or a new brake line for that anyway. Okay, we've got our final drive off. The drum is enclosing the brakes here. There's a snap ring on the back side here that we'll take off. Then we should be able to bring the drum off. Okay, the little bolt for this shield block and the pins has a little lock on it, so we'll have to loosen that off, back that off. Oh, come on. Okay, and then this, yep, that's it, 10mm. There we go. There. There we go. Here's one. Got a ring of bolts in there that if I could get the shoes to move, I might be able to get to. Take this piece off and knock the pins out maybe. Three bolts on each side and that should be able to come out. Got our brake housing here ready to drive the pins out. Gonna clean that housing up so it's not so gunky and clean up those pins in a wire wheel, and then we'll be ready to start putting things back together. Alright, I think it's be much simpler to get the wheel cylinder on here now before we have that back on the tractor. There we go. Alright, I don't see how I could get the spring on the back of these shoes with them all pinned on there and stuff, so I'm going to try to snake them in with the back spring on. The front one I should be able to get okay. Time now to put the final drive back on the tractor. I've got a couple of longer bolts in there to guide things, line it up, and I've got the access cover off the top of the housing here so I can see where the park brake band is, and it's getting a little sideways and it also is kind of tight. I'm thinking I'm going to loosen it off a little bit and that should ease things quite a lot. Okay, we've got our brake line made, it's ready to put on now and kind of feed through where it's supposed to go. For anyone that's interested, I did make a standalone video on making brake lines, and you'll be able to catch that on my channel as well. Okay, we've got both ends of the brake line started now. I think that was the most fiddly part of the whole job. I ended up having to take the bottom end off so I could get this one started, so I had a little bit of so the line was relaxed so I could find the spot. The hole is down in there about 2.5 inches in a blind hole, and when you get your hands in there on the line you can't see down into it, but I mean that's okay. I've got 4 kids, I can find a hole in the dark. Okay, to get started, I'm just going to hold my finger over the end of that bleed screw. Try to get us some brake fluid down in there. Yep, it's pushing some air. There we go. Tighten that up. Get some pressure on it. We'll just back off the bleed screw and make sure there's no more air coming. Nope, no more air. That brings us to the end of our 4911 video. Got brakes on it. Should not only go, but you should stop now too. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave those in the comment section down below. Please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And as always, have a great day.